Back again.
Round 2. Still don't know what we're doing.
Alright. I'm actually mortified. Oh, you there.
Oh, there. She's in.
Are you in, Neve?
Nearly. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I think I know what happened. We were inviting each other at the same time.
Yeah, I think so.
Why can't we see you?
Yeah, it's trying to.
Oh, there you are.
Woo! I can't see you.
Oh, can you not?
No, can you see me? Mine.
Yeah, yours is frozen though. It will probably
Oh god, we off to a great start.
Oh, I got a good laugh out of anyways.
Yeah, devil.
I love how people were trying to help us as well.
Now everyone's just slagging us like.
Well, I actually still can't see anything. The thing is going around in a circle.
Yeah, that's what we see on yours. Yeah, you're frozen.
Oh god, I don't know what the universe is trying to tell us, girls.
Me either. Long pause.
Yeah.
Do, do, do.
Can you hear us still?
2 hours later.
Is it your Wi-Fi, do you think? Your connection on the phone? Oh.
Oh, there she's gone. Oh.
Are you gone? Right. I don't know.
So basically we're doing an IGTV with Neve.
Oh my
there she
god,
is.
we're on.
Right, we're back. Here we
We're
go.
live.
Girls, we are live. Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Neve. Hi, Sinead. Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Neve. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to share with you about Biofield Tuning. Have you guys heard of it before? Do you know anything about it?
No, not until we followed your page. Now, I did one of your the videos you had on your page, and I loved it.
Yeah, I done it last night as well. The little 20-minute tune up.
Yeah.
It was deadly.
What did you feel? What did you notice?
I felt really relaxed. And
Yeah, real zen.
Yeah, like it was really good. Like I actually thought it was probably better than meditating.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
much better than meditation.
Yeah, and it's much easier. You don't need to like really try and focus because the sound does it for you. And it's amazing. Can you imagine that? Like I recorded that probably last week in a group, and here you are like maybe a week later listening to it over Zoom or over Instagram. Like
yeah, because I was saying like I'd imagine getting that done in person. Like I'd say it feels amazing.
Yeah, you can kind of feel the waves, the sound waves going through your body.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you really can.
Isn't it? And that's what really drew me towards it. I was like, what's going on here? I was like, this isn't right. Like, what's this? So that's
Really?
what I was like, I need to learn what this is about. Yeah, because it's very scientific. So it's obviously very spiritual, you know, because it's,
Yeah.
you know, you're using the energies of the body, but actually how it's working, a lot of it is laws of physics. So for example, how it's taken you into that really meditative state is I'm using 2 specific forks, and I hold one in your left ear and one in your right ear. So then your brain comes down into a specific brainwave state because of a law. It's a special law of physics known as resonance and entrainment. So your brain will actually drop down into a meditative state. So even if you actually try to stop yourself, like if you try to have like lots of thoughts, it will be very difficult because your brain is starting to sync to a certain frequency. And that's why, you know, it's amazing because all you have to do is just lie down and you don't really have to focus. The sound and the vibrations is going to do it for you.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing that little 20-minute one.
No, yeah, it was really good. But where did you come across that? Like, how long are you doing that?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, either did I. Like, so how did you even find out about it?
Yeah, so I was working as a physiotherapist in Abu Dhabi, and I was there for 2 years. Yeah, I was working over there for 2 years as a physio. And after my first year, I went to this like food market fair thing, and this woman offered me a free little 20-minute session like that, except for it was in person, and I was on my own. And she said to me, she said, "Oh, I'm like halfway through your life and I'm sensing a real sadness, a grief and a loss, and it's related to your mother." And at that time, that would have been exactly halfway through my life when my mum had passed away. And I was like hysterically crying. My body was shaking, and I was like, what is going on? And so she was able to pick up on this, and I was like, wow, I've met a psychic. Like, that's really cool. You know, I've heard of psychics, but I've never actually met one. I didn't even really sure if they were true or not. Anyway, so anyway, she picked up on all this, and then after the session, I felt amazing. Like, I felt so light. I felt so free. My mind was so free. Like, I remember sitting out on the grass, and like everything was just so green. Like, the sky was so blue. And it was the first time ever that I was just so present, and like without, like the monkey mind. Yeah. And I just sat there for ages, and I was just like in this state of what I would like call like bliss or ecstasy or something. So anyways, I was like, what is this thing? So I remember looking it up on YouTube or on like Google, and it's from this lady in America, and she's the founder. So it's very new, because a lot of these techniques like Tai Chi and Qigong and acupuncture, they've been around for like thousands of years. But this woman, she, like, you could say, invented it, or she kind of discovered it. Her name is 𝐒𝐤𝐮𝐥. So 𝐒𝐤𝐮𝐥 has 10 teachers under her. So 2 of them came from America to Ireland. They were actually down in Kerry for 3 days, and I flew from Abu Dhabi to Kerry for a couple of days to learn how to do this. And then later that year, I went to a 5-day course in Manchester. So that was all maybe around 2 years ago. So I was still working as a physio then, and this was just for me because I was so intrigued. But essentially the technique kind of, as I said, it found me. So after that day, I was like, I need to learn how to do this. Like, there's something in this. I don't know what it is, but it's just really fascinating, and how amazing I feel. So anyways, yeah, and then I worked in Abu Dhabi for another year as a physio, and then I went traveling for a bit, and then I came back to Ireland a year ago, and I've been doing this then kind of for the past year. And here I am, and I'm doing it all through Zoom now and stuff. Yeah,
that's some journey. Yeah, that's really cool.
And can you train in Ireland?
No, you wouldn't be able to train in Ireland. The teachers are all in America, and they fly around the world to teach people how to do it.
Yeah. And is there anyone else, do you know of any other place that does that, or are you like the only one?
No, there is other women that I trained with. There was one man that trained down in Kerry with us, and then there's maybe 2 or 3 of us went to Manchester for the second training to be able to do it like full time. So yeah, there's only a couple of us, but it's obviously such a new technique, and it's so fascinating and believable that it's hard to get. A lot of the time, the skeptics are your biggest fan after a while. They're like, wow, it's amazing. But what's a lot different to the session that you guys received over the Instagram or wherever you watched it, and a full session actually works in your specific timeline. So say, for example, if your age, let's go with 30, I would start at 0, and I would work all my way up to 30, and like rings on a tree, I would feel and listen for resistance along the way in every single year of your life. And what's happening is the sound is broadcasting back your record of what was going on in those years. So I get stuck maybe at age 15.
Oh my God, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, finding a resistance in your fields. Perhaps this was a time where, you were fighting with your friends, or, with your parents, or whatever it is. Because if you see somebody who's going through, say, like a divorce or something more challenging, they don't have any light in their face. Like, you'd say, God, they don't look great. They've no their soul. And it's because we're actually shedding this light into the field around us. And like a lot of spiritual people would call it the aura or the energy field, but we call it, as a more scientific word, the biofield. So we actually hold, this is just mind-blowing, we actually hold memories and information in standing waveforms around our body. We don't hold them in this physical body. We don't hold our memories in here. They're actually circulating around us. So did you ever get a good vibe off someone or a bad vibe off someone?
Yeah.
You're sensing their energy field and what's in their energy field. So for you two now, your energy fields are completely mixed, and so you're in each other's energy field.
Yeah.
And what happens is you start to sync with the people around you. So that's another law of physics of resonance and entrainment. So you start to resonate with the people around you. So you know that they always say like you're the 5 people that you spend your most time with.
Yeah.
And that's actually true, because you even start to notice, like you might start speaking like the people around you and stuff, and you think, God, I never say that, but now I do, because
that's so interesting. Like,
and the same thing with women's periods. You know, if you hang around with the same women, you start to sync your periods into the same time. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I did. Like, I've sisters, and like we'd all have our periods at the same time. TMI. But yeah.
But so this is what's happening when I use sound and a hockey puck. So it's making a noise.
Yeah.
And this is a tuning fork. It should make the same sound every time that I hit it, because it makes the same tone. However, when I strike it pretty consistently and I put it around your body, suddenly it goes really high, or it goes really low, or like the tone splits, or does like something completely different than what it should do. And it's
like a vibe it's getting off people. Like,
that's exactly what it is. It's picking up on your vibe, and it's starting to.
Yeah, because last night when I done the thing with you, like when you said I'm gonna use a hockey puck, I was like, what? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. What the hell? I don't even know. So so that's what we do. We pick up areas, pockets of stuck energy, basically pockets of stuck energy that are in your field around you, and then we drop them back into the body, back into what we call the main chakra system. So if you've heard of the chakras, we have these energy wheels. So when we drop them, when we drop the energy back into the chakra system, back into the main body, it gives you back the light that you've shed along the way for the past 30 years. So the sound is like a magnet. So I click, drag and drop, click, drag and drop it into the main chakra system. So it gives you back your energy. You don't forget about the memory, but you discharge from the emotional response at that time. So for example, the next time you face a sadness, you don't have a knee-jerk response to how you reacted to sadness in the past, because you've that energy back. You're so much more in the present moment that you're clear, and you're like, okay, this is sad, but I'm going to deal with it in a different way, because like I've discharged from that emotional response.
And would you need like a few different sessions of the biotuning for it to work?
It's completely dependent on the person, on what they've been through and how much they want to, what we call, heal. Like what emotions you want to work with. Is it a physical thing? Because it works on a physical level as well. But after one session, like, people will feel really light. They'll get so much from the session. Like that, my first experience was a spiritual awakening. I don't know. I was different.
That's so interesting. Like,
I'm not going to say that you're going to have that experience if you have one session, but yeah, people have really, had really life-changing experiences with it. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, no, it sounds really interesting.
Yeah, no, too.
Yeah, no, and like, no, I definitely, like, when I done the video on your page, I was like, that I really enjoyed it. Like, it was really good.
Yeah, me too, definitely.
Yeah.
So I do group sessions every second Sunday, so that will be like a full hour long over Zoom. And like that because everybody will be at different ages. So if you have an individual session, it's very personal. It's very personal to your timeline and your, let's say, traumas or turbulence. But as a group, I would read and interpret the group energy, but I wouldn't be able to say what specific age I'm working at because everyone's at different ages. But I would say, oh, I'm in the first quarter of the timeline. And then, you know, something usually comes up for that person. And if it doesn't come up for you, that doesn't matter. We're not getting dragged back into the stories. It's not talk therapy. You know, we're not going back over it again to bring it back up. We're literally going back to the source points. We're discharging that energy and then we're sending it back to the body. And that's it really. You get your light back, you get your energy back. It strengthens your immune system. It works on whatever level that you need it to work on.
Does it kind of like bring stuff to the surface? So like, would you feel upset and everything afterwards?
Yeah, you can, but that's a good detox because your cells are releasing and they're letting go, and you're actually recalibrating back to what we call your factory settings, back to like when you first came out of the womb. You know, like we're clearing the cells, we're clearing the trauma.
Well, I'm like trying to like organize Biofield Tuning now for the next hour.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit. But yeah, it's amazing because like we've been really taught of our bodies of being chemicals, so treated with pharmaceutical drugs if it's a chemical problem, or it's mechanical, so we treat it with surgery. So like they're both amazing for when you need them, but what we've really lost, or we've not been taught about, that the body is hugely electrical. So we don't think of ourselves as electric beings. But if you know anything about the human body, kind of the whole nervous system is actually electrical impulses passing through the body. That's how the nerves work through. You know, you put your hands on a fire and it comes back. That's like through electrical impulses. Our bones carry an electric charge. Our blood carries an electric charge. If your heart stops, they're going to give you an electric jump to boost the heart. Or if you get a scan of the brain, it's measuring the electrical pulses in the brain. So what we've really forgotten is that we are electrical beings. So anything that has an electric current running through it creates a magnetic field. I don't know if you remember that from science from school. You have the little magnet and the iron filings around it. So you can move around the electrical field because it has a pulse running through that magnet. So we are like magnets, and we create this bubble around us, and it's within this bubble where we store memories and emotions. And it's the same thing around the sun. We have the heliosphere, and around the earth we have the ionosphere, and that's what protects us in our own bubbles. On the outer layer of our biofield, or our aura, we have a double plasma membrane, like the peel of an orange. If you imagine yourself, you're in an orange. So right on the outer edge, we find information to do with your gestation story. So when you were in your mother's womb, we can pick up on the vibration. So if she was going through a rough time, you're going to be carrying that from all the way from back then. So we go all the way back from the birth, and we start to discharge, and it really just clears the noise out of your mind, because this is where the mind is, out here. It's not in here somewhere. And breathe.
You know, because people say that that's the hardest thing about trying to start meditating. Like, they can't stop the monkey in their mind, like, you know. Whereas I found last night doing the tune up, like, I thought my mind wasn't as racing as much.
Yeah. And do you guys meditate?
Yeah, I would,
Yeah. What sort of style do you like? What do you do? How often?
I'd meditate every day.
Yeah, same here.
Sometimes, like, it could be just like 6 minutes, or it could be like 20. But yeah, I just use that app. Do you know that app, Insight Timer?
Yeah.
I just use that. So and I do different meditations. Like, it just depends what mood I'm in, what kind of thing I go for, you know. It could be like, you know, you can look up different ones, you know, like for anxiety, or just for gratitude, or just like morning meditation. I just do different ones.
Do you guys like Deepak Chopra?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, I do a 21-day thing with him.
the 21
Yeah.
days of abundance.
Oh yeah, the
wasn't
law
it?
of
The law
abundance.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was good. Yeah, and
It's
you
good,
had
yeah.
like
really
that was
looking
amazing. That I loved doing that one.
yeah. So you had like a meditation to do, and then you had like a little activity to do.
Yeah, every
And
day.
it was like for 21 days. And it was really just all about reflecting and letting things go and just becoming abundant.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, he's really good.
And as
you
my
met-
good friend Laura would say, what did you learn about yourself from doing that 21 days?
21 days.
We done that like last year. Well,
That
was like
that
the
was-
start of lockdown.
Yeah, we done that last year. Yeah.
Um,
I think it's just like I think when you go down the spiritual road and you're starting to meditate and like dig deep and that, like you learn a lot about yourself.
yeah, definitely.
Like just your triggers, how to let go, how to accept things.
Yeah.
It's like it's just so many things. It just opens so many doors and closes so many doors as well. I found emotionally.
My biggest thing was like becoming so self-aware, like, you know.
Yeah, that is a big one.
Yeah. And what did you find allowed you to become so self-aware? Was it the meditation or was it a different modality?
It was kind of everything, like the meditation, and then done a lot of journaling as well, like so.
Is there any specific books or anything you'd recommend for people if they're listening? And me.
I'm reading actually The Power of Now. Right now. It's really good. Yeah.
That's the Bible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really good. What else have I actually, you know what, during lockdown I just went and ordered like not any books I've seen online or on Instagram. They're all spiritual books. I went and ordered loads. So I'm just like is really good. It's kind of hard to, like I wouldn't say go read it straight away as your first book, but because I tried to read it a couple of months ago and I couldn't really get into it, but now I can't put it down. It's really good.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Yeah,
I think I lost
it as well.
You are?
Oh, The Secret, yeah.
Yeah, that's
no, I think I lost it. Yeah, no, we're back. Yeah. The Secret, yeah, that's really good. That's like about the law of attraction and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if anyone I think that's kind of the first route you have to take if you want to go on like your self-healing journey or anything. Kind of start off with like the basics like that.
Because it all starts with end, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to things like opening up again to be able to interact with people on a face-to-face level, like with these sort of things. Because like I've been back in Ireland for a year now, and since I've got back we've been in lockdown. But have you guys actually had cacao ceremony?
No, I'm dying to try it. Did you taste that before? Remember we were talking about that.
She only said that to me today. No, I've never tasted that. No.
Oh, you guys can just order your own and make up your own little.
Yeah. What's the benefits of that?
Oh, it's amazing. Cacao. God, I don't even know where to start. So cacao is like the original cacao bean. So like we buy chocolate in the shop, but that is so refined and it has all the sugars and the milk and everything added to it. But if you strip that back like to where it actually came from, it usually comes from South America. It looks like a coffee bean, but it's actually cacao, and it's just pure what we call ceremonial grade cacao. So over in South America, when they get the little beans, they crush it and then they put it with water. So it actually comes like this. It's like a thick block. It's like a really hard block. And then you cut off like as much as you want. So a daily dose is around 28 grams and a ceremonial dose is around 43 grams. But anyways, when you make up your cacao drink and it's a medicine, you receive the medicine. So the spirits of the plant comes through you, Mama Cacao, and it literally opens your heart and it will put you into a meditative state as well. And it like really opens your creative flow. I know it's different for everyone. It depends what your intentions are. But some people, it can be quite emotional for them. It can be quite intense. But from my own experience, like it really opens my heart on a physical level too, because it has its main constituent is theobromine, and that's a long-acting cardiovascular stimulant, whereas coffee works on your nervous system. So this actually opens the blood vessels in your heart, so it allows for your blood pressure to drop and the blood vessels to open, so you become really, really flowy. Your perception of time changes. It has anandamide, which is the bliss chemical, and phenylethylamine, which is the love chemical. So you know, when you first get into a relationship and you actually feel high, you know, like you're just like woo all over the place.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like that. You forget time. Now it depends obviously how much you have, and the main thing is that you connect with the plant. So you connect with her spirituality and she will come through you. So the exact same as we were talking about earlier, but you'll start to vibrate with her frequency.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about it. Like, I'm dying to try it. Like, I only said it to Sinead last week or so. I'm dying to try it. A lot of people don't like the taste of it though.
Would you drink that every day?
It is mild. Yeah, in the mornings I do. It is mildly bitter, but that also cleanses the liver. So you get used to it.
You've sold it
or something.
Yeah, you've sold it to me. I want to get that.
Yeah, definitely do, guys. And the thing is, you can mix it with whatever you want. Like if you mix it with like honey or peanut butter, coconut oil, and you can use milk with it, but not cow milk, because the enzyme, you can't absorb it. But any sort of like oat milk, any plant-based milk, and it is. I think it's really nice. So yeah, I'd have
what
that.
What tips would you give to like anybody starting on a spiritual journey?
What advice would I give? Try a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Because everyone resonates, everyone works differently with different things. So, you know, try the Reiki, try the sound healing, try the meditation. And like, I think everyone tries to
works for you, like.
Hmm.
Like I said, see what works for you. If you try all the different ones, like.
And then you come back to it and you're like, oh wow, I didn't like that to begin with, but now I do. Because we're so dynamic, we're constantly changing. Like you tried to read that book and then, you know, you evolved and then you were able to go back to it and understand it.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Yeah.
What time are we on, girls? Are we doing okay for time? I can't see.
Yeah, so it's 9:05 now, so I think we actually got started about 26. So
yeah, if you want to do your little tune up, Neve.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to be aware that this isn't for anyone who has a pacemaker, who has a terminal illness, or who has an active cancer, or who is pregnant. That's it.
Okay. Grand. So what do we need to do here with the?
So no, you don't need to do anything. I'm going to move the tripod over to my table. So yeah, all you have to do, anybody who is staying on the call and whoever is tuning in after, excuse the pun, just either lie down or sit up and have your eyes opened or closed, whatever is most comfortable for you in this moment. And you know, you can move around as I move around, or whatever you want to lie in the same position for it to have an effect.
Okay.
Great. Thanks so much for joining us, Neve. It was so interesting.
And then I'll just log off then after. Yeah, you guys.
We'll log off.
Oh yeah, Grant. Thanks very much. That was a great chat.
Yeah, I'm so intrigued now. Like, oh my god.
I was like, it'll be fine. No, clearly not.
Yeah.
The IGTV.
First time. But yeah, no, it was good. Really enjoyed that.
Thank you so much.
Grand, yes, we'll do this now.
Great, thanks.
You don't have no, we don't leave ours on. Turn that camera off. Right.
Yeah, you don't want everyone looking at you. Might start drooling or something.
Yeah, that's it.
I know.
Okay, so I'm just starting by placing one tuning fork in your left ear and one in your right ear. So these specific forks, they don't make a sound, so you won't be hearing anything. They're just vibrating. And they're allowing you to drop from a beta down into a theta brainwave state. So taking you from a state of thinking, quite active, interactive, down into a meditative, calm, inward state. So without you having to even try or do anything, your mind and your thoughts are softening. So just inviting you to drop your shoulders down away from your ears, creating some space and softness, allowing the muscles around your forehead, between your eyebrows, your cheeks, just really, really relaxed. Dropping your tongue down away from the roof of your mouth, and either with your mouth open or closed, moving your jaw side to side, releasing any tension from today, any worries or stress, or maybe from life in general, just letting go of the need to worry, any fear, any sense of control or judgment. Just let it all go. And as you feel ready, just taking a nice big tummy breath in, allowing your tummy to rise up on the inhale, breathing in new air entering all your body. And as you feel ready, just letting go, letting the breath go out the soles of your feet or the palm of your hands, whatever feels good for you. Just softening into this experience. There's nothing to say, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just allowing yourself to rest in the present moment. So I'm just down around the soles of your feet, and I'm going to locate an energy center called your Earth Star. So this is what connects you to the energy that we receive from the surface of the Earth. But often, because we wear rubber sole shoes and we don't connect directly with the surface of the Earth, we're blocked off from receiving this magnetic charge that helps keep the body in a high voltage. So just place your attention down around the soles of your feet. So just inviting you to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, just imagine the exhale flowing out the soles of your feet as if you're pushing out water or a ball down the soles of your feet as I connect you back into this energy center. If you need to move your jaw side to side, releasing tension, please feel free to do that. So just relocate to the Earth Star, 10 inches below your feet. On my next strike, I'm going to open it up and discharge the backlog of energy and electricity that's in the body. Okay, amazing. On my next strike, I'm going to imagine a blanket of peace and calm flowing all the way from the soles of your feet up through your body and out the crown of your head like the shape of a fountain. So just opening up this vortex of energy all the way up through your body, washing away any heaviness, worries or fears. And again, if you're still with me, just to take a deep breath in and a big exhale. And now I'm just going to connect you more into your feet and into your body. So just drawing down your energy from your mind into your body, allowing you to be more in the present moment, grounding you. Okay, so that's everyone grounded into the earth. I am wishing you all a beautiful, nourishing night's sleep. And thank you for listening and tuning in. Take care.
That was great. I hope everyone enjoyed that, and thanks for everyone for logging on.
Yeah, and thanks to Nave again. It was so interesting.
Yeah, Nave, that was great and really good. I defo do that again.
Yeah, me too.
Defo.
Hope we gave everyone a few giggles at the start, trying to.
Yeah, sorry about the little mess up at the start. But sure, look, whatever. But yeah,
thanks for watching.
Alright, we're gonna just log this off now.
How do
you do that?